Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. This afternoon from Fort Morgan High School, it is a doubleheader with the Weld Central Rebels as they have come to town. Good afternoon, this is Brian Nickel, and I will be bringing you the action this afternoon. First, the girls' game. Starting lineups for the Weld Central Rebels: J.C. Lambert, Joey McBride, Lacey Schiefelbein, Samantha Stam, and Samantha Metler. For your Fort Morgan Mustangs, it is going to be Marbella Estrada Diaz, along with Olivia Wolf, Emma Christensen, Kirsten Dahl, and Jenna Fritzler. Mustangs come into this game 1-8. The Rebels come in 3-8. So we'll see who comes out ahead here in about an hour or so. The opening tip is brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience make Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. The jumping for the Mustangs will be Kirsten Dahl. Yeah, I can't get that number. It will be Samantha Stam for the Rebels. And the tip, and it's going to go to the Mustangs, but taken away by Weld Central as they get the ball down into the front court. Underneath, and the ball is going to go down, and that's going to be called a travel, so a turnover on Weld Central. The Rebels look like they are going to put on a full court pressure here as they get the ball into Wolf. Over on to Estrada Diaz, Christensen up into the front court. The ball is going to be tipped away, and it's going to be taken on the far side by the Rebels. Turnover for Mustangs. As the Rebels get the ball into the front court, into the hands of McBride. Up top now to Lambert. Over on the far side once again to Stam. Head fake, dribble, picks it up, back to Schiefelbein, and that three is going to be up and good. And that will be Lacey Schiefelbein for the three. So the early lead here for the Rebels. Now the Mustangs get the ball down into the low court. Shot is up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by McBride. There's now Schiefelbein gets the ball down court, and it's going to be off of Lambert as she tried to get that bounce pass, and it goes out of bounds. In now for the Rebels will be Riley Cagle. She will come in for Samantha Stam. So the Mustangs with the ball in the backcourt, trying to break that full court press into the hands of Wolf. Wolf now underneath. Back underneath to Christensen. Her shot is going to be up, but she is going to be fouled on the shot. And that foul will go against Lacey Schiefelbein. Be her first. So Christensen will go to the line to shoot two. 6:31 left here in this first quarter. 3-0 Rebels. Free throw is up and good for Emma Christensen. 3-1 Rebels as Christensen comes back to the line to shoot number two. Bends, shoots, and off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Schiefelbein. Schiefelbein up into the front court. Going to dribble over on that right side. Picks it up, being guarded out there by Christensen. Nice job out there and hands it off to Lambert over on the right wing. Lambert gets it back from McBride. Looks to get it underneath. Ball goes away, but is picked up by Cagle. Cagle's going to drive it down. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded. Nice strong rebound by Kirsten Dahl. Christensen all the way down. Her shot is going to be up and good. And she is fouled on the shot. And that foul will go on Cagle, team second. Emma Christensen with 3 points here so far, all The points the Mustangs have is tied up at 3 with 5:54 to go here, first period. Free throw is off the front of the rim, no good. Going to be taken and rebounded, but then taken away from Jenna Fritzler. Scheifelbein into the front court, keeps that dribble alive. Going to pass underneath. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded, put up, and once again no good by the Rebels. Rebounded by Olivia Wolf. Nice job there by Wolf. Wolf into the front court on the far side to Estrada Diaz. She's going to be up top over on the near side to Wolf. Wolf underneath. Fritzler with the shot up and no good. Rebounded to Scheifelbein. She takes it up court once again. Over on the far side to McBride. Now she hands it off to Riley Cagle. Back up top to Scheifelbein once again. Just inside the three-point line, no good. Going to be rebounded. Shot is up and no good. And a foul is going to be called on the Mustangs, and that will go against Kirsten Dahl, her first, team first. So the Rebels inbounds right baseline of their basket. They do get it underneath. Shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded. And that shot is going to be up and no good by Samantha Metler. Rebounded by Christensen. Now on the near side to Wolf. Underneath to Fritzler. Back up on the far side to Wolf. Her shot in the lane is going to be up and no good, but she is fouled and will go to the line. And that shot or foul will go on Riley Cagle. That will be her second. So Olivia Wolf to go to the line to shoot 2. 3-3 here with 4:36 left here in the first period. That free throw is up and no good. So into the game now is going to be Peyton Weitzel. Cagle comes out. Next free throw is up and good for Wolf. 4-3 now Mustangs. 4:34 to go here in this first period. Scheifelbein over on the far side to McBride, and they throw it away on the far side. Mustangs up into the front court. Wolf keeps that dribble alive, is going to back out, keeps that left-handed dribble, going to go to Estrada Diaz. Now that ball is going to be taken away. Not a good pass into the middle. Scheifelbein's going to drive it all the way down into the lane, and her shot is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on the Mustangs. And that will go against Jenna Fritzler, be her first. Team second. So to the line will be Lacey Scheifelbein. Her first free throw is up and good. 4 points for the Rebels all come from Scheifelbein. She dribbles the ball a couple of times. Bends, shoots, and that is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Fritzler. Hands it off to Christensen. Christensen up top over on the near side now to Wolf. 2-3 zone defense here by the Rebels. Christensen back up top. Now to Estrada Diaz on the far side has the ball poked away, but Estrada Diaz picks it up over on the far side. But that's going to be tipped out of bounds by the Rebels. So Mustangs will inbounds far side with the score here tied at 4. 3:40 to go here, first period. Christensen now with the ball up at the top. Picks it up, gives it to Diaz over on the far side. And that ball is going to be tipped out again, out of bounds once again by Jolie McBride. So the Mustangs, the inbounds. Far side, get it into Christensen, back to Diaz. So Mustangs work this offense here a little bit into the lane as Christensen, her shot is up and no good, going to be rebounded. And a tie-up, and that possession will stay here with the Mustangs. So they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Wolf looks to get it in. Does to Christensen in the corner, and that shot is short. Taken by Fritzler, up and no good. And then that rebound and put back by Kirsten Dahl is no good, but she was fouled. So Samantha Metler with her first foul, excuse me. So Kirsten Dahl to go to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is up and good for Dahl. Her first point of the night. 5-4 Mustangs. 3:16 left here in this first period. Shot is in and out. Rebounded underneath by Metler. Scheifelbein into the front court now. Keeps that dribble alive, being guarded by Christensen. Bounce pass on the far side to McBride. McBride's going to lose it for a minute and then gets it back to Scheifelbein up at the top. Right-handed dribble. Keeps it alive. She's going to drive it into the lane. It's going to be taken away. Nice job there by Jenna Fritzler on the steal. Wolf is going to be called. She was going to pass it, and one of the Rebels got in the way, and she held up, and then there's going to be a turnover on the Mustangs. 5-4 Mustangs. 2:44 here in this first period. Scheifelbein keeps that dribble alive now on this near side to McBride. Double teamed. She's going to get it back to Scheifelbein up at the top. Being guarded by Christensen. Man-to-man defense for the Mustangs. Shot is going to be up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Kirsten Dahl. That shot was by Metler. Mustangs into the front court. Shot is going to be up, in, and out. Rebounded, though, by Kirsten Dahl. And now a tie-up, and that will go to the Rebels. So now they will inbounds here at the near end. 2:09 left here in this first period. 5-4 Mustangs. 1 basket and 3 free throws for the Mustangs points. Scheifelbein being guarded by Christensen. Now to McBride on the far side. There's going to be a foul called on the Mustangs. And that is going to go on Estrada Diaz. That will be her first. Team third. Rebels inbounds. Get the ball into Scheifelbein. Picks up her dribble. Being guarded by Diaz. Nice job there by Diaz on the defense. On the near side. Another call, 3 seconds. On the Rebels. The Mustangs will take possession on the turnover. 1:42 and counting here. 5-4 in this first period. Mustangs. Christensen dribbles down into the lane, picks it up, gets it off to Fritzler on the far side of Diaz. Back to Diaz from Wolf. Now Fritzler with a shot, but she is going to be fouled. And I believe that's going to be on Jolie McBride. So that will be her first. So going to the line will be Jenna Fritzler. First free throw is off the rim and no good. But she will get a second because she was fouled on the shot. Looks, Benz shoots, free throw is up and good. For Fritzler. Now into the game is Gracie Weber. Up top to Lambert. Over on this near side now to Weber. In underneath, ball is going to be stolen by the Mustangs. Christensen lobs it underneath to Fritzler. She's going to kick it back out to Estrada Diaz on this right wing. Back now to Christensen out at the top. Estrada Diaz back to Christensen. Cross court now to Wolf. Wolf for the three, and that is up and good. Olivia Wolf drains the triple. 9-4 Mustangs with under 35 seconds here to go in this first period. And now a timeout will be taken. We'll just keep it right here for now. 34.4 seconds left, 9-4. Mustangs come in 1-8, as I said before, averaging 31 points a game. The Weld Central girls are averaging 25 points a game, giving up 35. They do have a couple of similar teams this year that they have played. They both played Platte Valley and Brush. Weld Central lost to Platte Valley 60-8 and lost to Brush 43-16. And the Mustangs lost also both games. They lost to Platte Valley 64-12 and lost to Brush 57-38. Western Engineering Consultants, engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs set them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. So Mustangs with their original 5 as they come out of this timeout called by Weld Central. 34.4 seconds to go here. First period, the Mustangs lead at 9-4. Rebels will inbounds mid-court. And we'll get it into Scheifelbein. Right-handed dribble, bounce pass. Now layup is going to be up and no good by Lambert. And now a tie-up is going to be called. So that should be possession arrow to the Mustangs, and it is. Full court pressure once again by the Rebels with 26.4 seconds. The Mustangs get it into Christensen. Christensen up into the front court. Going to slow it back down. Play for one shot here. Estrada Diaz now on this near wing. Bounce pass to Christensen out at the top. Keeps the dribble alive, 12 seconds. Pass underneath. Now back out to Estrada Diaz, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Rebels. So Mustangs will now inbounds just to the left of the Rebel bench. Christensen gets it into Fritzler. Now back to Christensen. Christensen with 6 seconds up to Estrada Diaz over on the far side to Wolf. Wolf drives that baseline. Now underneath, that shot is going to be up and no good. And that is how this first quarter will come to an end, with the Mustangs leading at 9-4 on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, the Rebels will take possession of the second quarter. Scheifelbein dribbles on that far side, going to drive it down the right side, and her shot is going to be blocked and taken away by the Mustangs. Nice block out there by the Mustangs as they bring it into the front court. Estrada Diaz now to Christensen. Christensen over to Wolf on the left side. Back out to Wolf. That three is up and no good. Christensen is going to be rebounded by the Rebels, and that will be J.C. Lambert. Scheifelbein into the front court once again. She gets it off to McBride over on the far side. Bounce pass, steal by the Mustangs, and then a foul is going to be called on the Rebels, and that will be on Samantha Stam. That will be her first. Team 6th. Estrada Diaz into the front court to Christensen on the far side underneath to Fritzler. Back out to Estrada Diaz out at the top. Christensen now to Fritzler. Fritzler needs to get it out. She does to Christensen. Christensen drives it down. Wild shot, it up and no good. Now rebounded tie-up will be called, I believe. That will be possession to the Lady Mustangs. With a minute gone here in this second period, with the Mustangs leading at 9-4. Estrada Diaz on that left wing over to Olivia Wolf. Pass underneath is going to be taken away by Stam. Not a good pass. So Scheifelbein into the front court being guarded by Christensen. She hands it off now to Lambert over on the far side to McBride. Up top now to Stam. Near side to Scheifelbein. She's going to drive it, pop it from the lane. It's going to be blocked once again by Kirsten Dahl. Mustangs now in control on the offensive end. Christensen cross-court dangerous pass, almost taken away by the Rebels, but controlled by the Mustangs. Pass underneath, that pass is going to be taken away. Trying to force it underneath, and it's just not there. Scheifelbein to McBride over on the far side up top to Stam. Left elbow is going to be out to McBride. McBride's going to stop, and her shot is going to be blocked out of bounds off the Mustangs. So Jenda Montoya into the game for the Lady Mustangs as Estrada Diaz will come out. Shot is going to be up, and that three is up and no good. Ball is going to be tipped around and finally taken by Montoya. Christensen crosses the timeline, keeps that dribble alive. Now off to Olivia Wolf for the three up and in and out. And now on the ground, it's going to be a tie-up. That will be possession to the Rebels. So Wolf close with that one. It was right on. You rolled out instead of in. So now Scheifelbein across the timeline, being guarded by Christensen once again. Man-to-man defense here for the Lady Mustangs. Scheifelbein on the far side, looked to put it up, did not. Now to Stam. Now she is going to be called for the travel. She hesitated there a little bit and then traveled. Have 8 turnovers here for the Rebels unofficially. Mustangs, that will be off of the Rebels out of bounds as Christensen tried to get it to Wolf on that far side. Now Olivia Wolf will inbounds far side. She'll get it into Christensen. 5:15 to go here, second period. 9-4, excuse me. Christensen get it underneath to Fritzler. Fritzler drives it in. Ball is going to be tipped away, and they're going to call a foul on the Rebels. And that will go against Samantha Mettler. That will be her second. Be a 1-and-1. 17 fouls on the Rebels, only 3 so far on the Mustangs. Into the game will be Riley Cagle. That will be Mettler. So the 1-and-1 will be by Jenna Fritzler. As she stares it down, bends, shoots, nothing but net for Fritzler, so she will earn number 2. 2 points on the night for Fritzler. 10-4, first point here in this second period, with almost 3 minutes gone. As she toes the line, looks, bends, shoots, up and good. Nice form there by Jenna Fritzler. Gets both free throws, 11-4. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Scheifelbein keeps that dribble alive. Nice screen out front by McBride. Scheifelbein's going to be called for the dribble. Nice defense over there by Kirsten Dahl to create that turnover. So Olivia Wolf now brings it up across the timeline. Gets it off to Montoya on the near side and to Kirsten Dahl. Dahl with the turnaround jumper up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Cagle. Scheifelbein up into the front court. Now they almost had a screen set. Didn't use the screen though. They're going to call a double dribble now once again on Scheifelbein. So that will be the 4th turnover here in this second period. So Wolf with control off to Christensen on that left wing. Cross court now to Montoya. She's going to dribble, pick it up, give it back to Wolf. Back to Montoya. She's going to pop for a little jumper up and good from the right baseline is Jenda Montoya. Her first bucket of the night, 13-4, 9-point lead here by the Mustangs. 4:06 to go first half. Scheifelbein gets that screen, gets it back out to McBride. Now on the near side to Lambert. Underneath, that shot is going to be no good by Riley Phelps, but she is going to be fouled by Kirsten Dahl. That will be Dahl's second. So Phelps will go to the line to shoot 2. 17 fouls on the Rebels, 4 on the Lady Mustangs. That free throw is going to be up and good by Phelps. Brooklyn Cundiff into the game for, Kirsten Dahl with 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go here first half. Drills that ball, bends and shoots. That is up and good by Phelps. Her first 2 points of the night. Mustangs up into the front court. Christensen over on that right wing gets it out to Wolf at the point. Now on to Montoya on the near side. Fritzler at the baseline. Fritzler's going to pick it up now, and that ball is going to be tipped. It's going to go, going to be tipped. It's going to be off of the Rebels and out of bounds. I think Olivia Wolf thought if she touched it, it was going to be over and back, but it had been already tipped by the Rebels. So the Mustangs will inbounds far end as they get it into Christensen back to Wolf. And she gets it up into the front court. Now in the near corner, Christensen for the three. Up and good for Emma Christensen, her first triple of the night, 16-6. Or the Mustangs lead here with just over 3 minutes. Shot is going to be up and no good by the Rebels, rebounded by Cundiff. Christensen crosses the timeline, gives it off to Fritzler. Now back to Wolf on the far side. Underneath to Montoya. That pass is going to be taken away by the Rebels, and that is going to be a foul against Jenna Fritzler on the shot. And she is it is Scheifelbein that was going up for the shot, but the foul was on Fritzler. That will be her second. Free throw is up and good for Scheifelbein. She was 1 of 2, now 2 of 3. Into the game now is Jessica Sanchez for Fritzler. With 2:41 left here first half, the Mustangs leading at 16-7. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded, taken by Sanchez. And now a jump ball is going to be called far side, and that will be retained by the Mustangs. So Jenna Montoya to get it in. She does to Olivia Wolf as Wolf gets it up into the front court. Picks it up now across court to Montoya. Once again, Montoya picks it up. Trying to find somebody. Too far apart to get the 5 count. Wolf picks it up, gives it off into the near side now to Christensen. Christensen drives it in, and they're going to call a blocking foul, and that will be on Riley Cagle. That will be her third. But that will send Emma Christensen to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. She is 1 of 3 so far from the free throw line. 16-7 with 2:19 left here first half. Cundiff comes out. And it is Estrada Diaz into the game. Christensen up and good for the first one, so she will earn shot number 2. 7 points on the night for Christensen. 17-7. Lady Mustangs as Christensen bends and shoots, and that's off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by McBride. Scheifelbein gets it up over to Weber on the far side. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Olivia Wolf. Wolf brings it down, drives it down into the lane. Going to hand it off, gets the errant pass back. Now a jump is going to be called underneath. So that will be possession to the Rebels. 10-point lead here for the Mustangs, 17-7 with 1:54 left here first half. And Scheifelbein gets it up into the front court once again, being guarded by Christensen. Man-to-man defense by the Mustangs. Gets that screen. Nice job there by Christensen to kind of run through it. They could have called a foul. Did not. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Estrada Diaz picks it up now. It's going to be tipped away. Gives it to Wolf out front. On this near side now, they're going to call Christensen for the travel. So turnover by the Mustangs with 1:28 to go. 17-7 is the score. 1:28. Scheifelbein into the front court, gets it in now to McBride on this near side. McBride's going to drive it all the way down. It's going to be poked away. Taken, going to be a jump ball, so that will be to the Lady Mustangs, as they will inbounds far into the court. Estrada Diaz, excuse me, into the front court over to Wolf on that far side, on the far wing. Picks it up. Estrada Diaz near side drives it in. Wolf underneath. And a travel is going to be called, and that will be against Jessica Sanchez. Minute 2 left here, 17-7. So Scheifelbein once again in control of the basketball. Picks it up now to Stam. Excuse me, that shot is going to be up and no good by Weber. But she was fouled. And that foul is going to go on Jenda Montoya. That will be her first. 16 foul on the Mustangs, but to the line will be Gracie Weber, as she will shoot 2. First one is off the side of the rim and no good. State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them today, 842-4555. So Gracie Weber with free throw number 2, and that is up and good. Her first point of the night, 17-8. Under a minute to go here from Fort Morgan High School. Christensen to Sanchez. Sanchez ends up getting away. That should have been a travel. I don't know how they could roll on the ground and not be called for traveling, but turnover by the Mustangs. Underneath, now back out front to Scheifelbein. Scheifelbein for the 3 off the rim. Backboard, no good. Rebound is going to be up and no good. Once again by the Rebels, up and no good. With 17 seconds to go, Christensen is going to drive it all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Samantha Stam. Could have just backed it out there. Scheifelbein drives it down, and she's going to be fouled, and that will go against Christensen on the reach. Kind of a silly foul. It's only her first. Scheifelbein will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 17 fouls on the Lady Mustangs, 8 on the Rebels. 17-8, 4.5 seconds left. Here, first half from Fort Morgan High School. First shot is going to be up and good for Lacey Scheifelbein. 6 points on the night for Miss Lacey. Next shot is going to be up and good. The Mustangs are going to face some pressure here with 4.5 seconds to go. See if they get a shot off. Montoya with the 3, if it's good, to go, but it did not. So at the end of the first half, the Mustangs lead at 17-10 on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Halftime almost done here at Fort Morgan High School. The Mustangs with a nice first half here, 17 points. They're averaging right at 31 points a game, so on their average and a little bit more. The Lady Mustangs this week will be at Severance on Tuesday night. That will be a 5:30 game. And the boys will be there also. That will be a 7 o'clock tip. And then on Friday, Riverdale Ridge will come to Fort Morgan. The Mustang girls play at 5:30. The boys once again at 7. Both games here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. So starting the second half for the Rebels will be Jolie McBride along with Lacey Scheifelbein, JC Lambert, Samantha Metler, and Samantha Stam. For the Mustangs, it will be Olivia Wolf, Emma Christensen, Estrada Diaz, Kirsten Dahl, and Jenna Fritzler. And as they get the ball into the front court, the ball is going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Not a good pass whatsoever. Now Wolf into the front court, gets it to Fritzler into the baseline. Now across court to Estrada Diaz, picks up her dribble to Wolf. Baseline underneath now to Kirsten Dahl. Shot is going to come up short, but she gets the rebound. Up and in is Kirsten Dahl. 19-10 here. We started this third period. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded. Nice strong rebound there by Jenna Fritzler. Emma Wolf up into the front court as the Mustangs look to set up their offense. Emma Christensen now underneath. Shot is going to be up and no good by Kirsten Dahl. It's going to be rebounded by Stam. As Scheifelbein gets it up into the front court, being guarded still by Christensen. Hands it off now to Metler. Has to go into the back court, but it was an over and back. Was not tipped by the Mustangs. So turnover, Rebels. Mustangs will inbounds in front of the scorer's table here near side. 6:43 to go here. Third period, 19-10. Lady Mustangs, if they put 2 on the board here in this second period, or second half, excuse me. Wolf cross court to Fritzler. Fritzler's going to drive it in, picks up her dribble, knocked away, picks it back up. Kirsten Dahl kicks it out to Olivia Wolf. That 3 is up and good for Olivia Wolf, her second triple of the night. 22-10 now, Lady Mustangs. And a timeout will be taken here by the Rebels. But we'll just keep it here for now, 22-10. As the Rebels try to get their act together here. Updated score from Empower Field at Mile High. Mustangs. The Broncos lead the Chiefs 14-7. So the Broncos not rolling over and giving up here. It's a game the Chiefs need if they want to try to get first place in the AFC playoffs. But Mustangs here lead at 22-10. I believe this is their biggest lead of the afternoon, 20-12. Mustang boys will come up here later on. Should be about a 4 o'clock tip if everything is on schedule. So the Mustangs with the quick 5 points here to start this second half of play. The Rebels will inbounds far side. That will be Jolie McBride, and she will inbounds to Scheifelbein. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but that's the way we're going today. So now on the near side to McBride, they're going to try to get it underneath. It's going to be tipped away, but they're going to call a foul, and that will be on Fritzler, I believe. So Fritzler with her third. Let's see if they take her out. So McBride to inbounds right baseline as they get it in to Metler. Scheifelbein now, she's going to go for the 3, and that is up and good for Scheifelbein. That is her second 3 of the night. 10 points on the night for her. Wolf on the far right wing, going to give it to Estrada Diaz. Now to Fritzler on the left wing. Christensen out to Wolf. Wolf's going to bounce pass underneath. And the jump is going to be called, and that will be retained by the Lady Mustangs as they will inbound right baseline of their basket. Olivia Wolf to inbounds. She gets it into Christensen. Now to Diaz. Back to Wolf. Wolf for the 3. Up and off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Fritzler. Her shot up and no good. And rebounded by the Rebels. Scheifelbein now off to Lambert. Lambert to McBride on the near side. Now to Stam. Man-to-man defense here by the Lady Mustangs. Now they're to Scheifelbein. Scheifelbein with the 3. Back-to-back 3s for her. 22-16 now. Mustangs still with the lead, but the Rebels are cutting into that lead once again. Taken away by the Rebels on the far end. Turnover Lady Mustangs. 4:50 to go here in the third period. Like a travel, and that's what it's going to be. That will be on Samantha Stam. So turnover to the Mustangs. Estrada Diaz, Estrada Diaz with the ball, gives it off to Wolf on the high left wing. To Estrada Diaz on the far side, kicks it off to Christensen. Christensen with the head fake drives it in, and then a jump ball is going to be called as Mettler, reaches in and ties up the ball. So 22-16. 4:32 to go here in this third period. Bounce pass to Mettler. Back to Scheifelbein. Scheifelbein's going to drive it in. She's going to pick up her dribble. Now she's going to be called for the offensive foul as she leaned into Fritzler. So Scheifelbein, that's only her second. Estrada Diaz now up to the front court. Keeps that dribble alive. Picks it up to Wolf on the left wing. Now to Christensen on the left side. Over on the far side to Estrada Diaz. Her shot up and no good. Going to be rebounded and tipped. And finally taken by Scheifelbein. She controls the ball. Gets it up into the front court. 3:58 to go here. 22-16 Mustangs. As they get it in underneath. And that shot is going to be up and no good by Stam. And then they lose it out of bounds on the far side off of the rebound. So Mustangs with control of the basketball with 3:40 to go here, third period. 22-16 Lady Mustangs. Estrada Diaz picks up her dribble, bounce pass to Fritzler over on the far right wing. Now back to Wolf underneath to Kirstendahl. Kirstendahl forces it in. Shot is up and no good, and it's going to be off the Mustangs and out of bounds. Into the game will be Gracie Weber for the Lady Rebels, and out will come J.C. Lambert. Jenda Montoya in for Estrada Diaz at the 3:28 mark here, third period. Up into the front court now, off to McBride. On the near side now to Stam. Stam picks up her dribble back to Gracie Weber. And now a jump is going to be called underneath. That will be possession to the Lady Mustangs. 3:13 to go here, 22-16. So it's 17-10 at the half. Mustangs led it at the end of the first quarter, 9-4. Picks up her dribble, does Christensen, gives off to Kirstendahl, bounces it in, but it's going to be taken away by the Rebels. Not a good pass. Trying to force it underneath. Gets a screen up top. Shot is going to be up and no good by Scheifelbein. Rebounded by Kirstendahl. Hands it off to Wolf as she brings it up into the front court. Hands it off to Montoya. Montoya with the travel. Turnover Lady Mustangs here at the 2:37 mark, third period. Rebels inbounds in front of the Mustang bench as Scheifelbein gets it up into the front court, gets it off to McBride on the near right wing. Now they're going to try and get it underneath off of the head of Samantha Stam. But then a foul is going to be called. That must be on Fritzler, the way she's... Yep, that will be on Fritzler. That will be her fourth. So she will take a seat. And into the game will be Jessica Sanchez. They do inbounds to get it in, and that shot is going to be up and good. On the inbound play. And that foul, I believe, is going to be on Jenda Montoya. That will be her second. And that shot was made by Samantha Stam. So we'll see what's... Have a delay here. I guess we're going to... Somebody looks like they got injured here for the Scheifelbein. That free throw is going to be up and good by Samantha Stam. So the Mustangs lead is 4, 22-18. They've got stuck here on 22. As they get the ball in, you can get that offense going. Christensen with the shot. Nice job there at the bucket by Emma Christensen. 9 points on the night for Emma. On the near side now is Lambert. Going to get it back into McBride. And it's going to be out of bounds off of the Rebels. As they will, Mustangs will inbound just to the right of the Rebel bench. So into the game is Scheifelbein. She was limping just a minute ago, apparently good enough to go back in. Out will come Samantha Stam, as will Kaylee Blake. Into the game will be Riley Cagle. Montoya underneath to Brooklyn Cundiff, who has come into the game for the Mustangs. Her shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by the Rebels. Gets it up into the front court, does Gracie Weber. Scheifelbein picks up her dribble. Excuse me. Maybe a 5-second call here shortly, but did not happen. So Samantha Metler loses the ball away to Olivia Wolf. Wolf up into the front court once again, being guarded by Weber. The ball is going to be taken away on the errant pass. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Wolf. But on the layup by Weld Central was missed. Christensen gives it off to Wolf. 3 up and in and out. Tipped away and going to be rebounded by Kirsten Dahl. And then she goes up for the shot and she is fouled. And that foul will go on McBride. That will be her second. So Kirsten Dahl, strong after that rebound, will get to shoot 2. 24-19 with 48.6 to go. And that free throw is up and good by Dahl. So she will shoot free throw number 2. 48.6 seconds to go here, third period. Free throw is up and she was on the line. No good on the free throw. Went in but did not count. So 6-point lead here for the Mustangs. As Weber brings the ball up across half court, gets it off to Scheifelbein. Cross-court pass once again to Weber. Weber drives it into the lane. Shot is going to be well short. Going to be taken, and a jump is going to be called, and that will be possession to the Rebels. So they will retain possession as they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. 31.9 seconds. On the near side to Weber. Weber, that ball is going to be taken, a jump is going to be called. So possession now to the Lady Mustangs. With 25 seconds to go here in this third period. 25-19 Lady Mustangs. Wolf with it off of her hands to Cundiff, back to Christensen. Now to Kirsten Dahl, going to drive it in, going to pass it back out to Wolf. To Christensen with 9 seconds to go, 8 seconds. Jenna Montoya Cundiff, and she is going to be called for the travel with 4.8 seconds. Mustangs lead it by 6, 25-19. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Scheifelbein, and now an offensive foul is going to be called on Scheifelbein. That will be her third as she knocked down Christensen. So 1 second left here in this third period, 25-19. See if the Mustangs are able to get any type of a shot off. And that will end the third quarter with the Mustangs leading at 25-19 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The last 8 minutes here of this girls game as the Mustangs lead at 25-19 here from Fort Morgan High School. The boys game will start scheduled for 4 o'clock, and that might happen, might not. They have a 15-minute warm-up for the boys. I don't think they'll probably get this done in 10 minutes, but we will see. So Schiefelbein for the Rebels brings it up into the front court as she is guarded by Christensen. Nice job out there by Christensen. She's going to hand it off over on the far side to Lambert. Now to McBride up at the top. She's going to keep that dribble alive, being guarded by Montoya. Now the ball is going to be off of Samantha Stam and out of bounds. Turnover by the Rebels to the Mustangs here as Christensen gets it up into the front court. Nice screen there by Montoya. Christensen drives it down, kicks it back out to Dahl. Dahl's going to drive it down, kicks it out, and that shot is going to be up by Jenna Fritzler. 5 points on the night for Fritzler. 27-19 now, 7:17 to go here in the contest. Schiefelbein now on the near side here to Stam. And a jump is going to be called. That will be possession to the Rebels, excuse me. I think it should be to the Mustangs. They got it at the start of the third period. There we go. So possession Mustangs with Emma Christensen as she brings it up past the timeline, hands it off to Wolf. Now a screen by Christensen. They're going to call an illegal screen on Emma Christensen, a moving screen. She never got set. So turnover Lady Mustangs here in this fourth period. 6:57 to go. 27-19 Lady Mustangs. Another jump is going to be called. Now it will be possession to the Rebels. Rebels now to inbounds in front of their own bench with McBride. She looks to get it in. She does to Schiefelbein. Back to Stam on the near side, but Schiefelbein up at the top. Leans her shoulder in, drives the baseline, up and no good. Going to be rebounded on the far side by Stam. Now in the corner. And a tie-up is going to be called, so that will be a turnover Rebels Mustangs possession. On the tie-up, 27-19. Just over 6 minutes to go here in this contest. On the far side to Kirsten Dahl. Jenna Fritzler at the free throw line. Back to Dahl, across court to Christensen, excuse me. Now into the corner to Fritzler. Fritzler picks up her dribble to Christensen, to Wolf. As the Mustangs work that outer perimeter. Jenna Montoya with a shot up and no good. Going to be rebounded and finally run down by Emma Christensen. Olivia Wolf with a little jumper up and good. Nice shot there by Olivia Wolf. Mustangs back up to that 10-point lead once again, 29-19, 5.5 to go. Now an offensive foul is going to be called. And that is going to be on Samantha Stam. That will be her second. 4 team fouls apiece on each team. So out of the game will be Samantha Stam along with Mettler. And a timeout is going to be taken here. A full timeout will be taken, but we'll just leave it here for now. 29-19, 5:37 to go here in this fourth period. Mustangs have outscored the Rebels here by a count of 4-0 here in this fourth period. A basket by Wolf and another basket by Jenna Fritzler. So as I said before, the Mustangs will be at Severance on Tuesday night. They will be home to Riverdale Ridge on Friday night. Both games will be here on B106 as well as the Eastern Plains Sports Network. For the Mustangs on the season, the leading points producer has been Jenna Fritzler. She's been averaging 7.5 points a game. Emma Christensen at 7.4. And Olivia Wolf has been shooting at 23% from the three-point line. She's about the only one that really takes many threes. Well, Emma Christensen did hit one in the second period. So the Mustangs inbounds almost had an over and back, but Christensen did get on the right side of the court. Wolf out front being guarded man-to-man here by the Rebels. Excuse me, Kirsten Dahl up at the point. To Jenna Montoya out on the right wing. Now Wolf with it. As they work a little time here. Kirsten Dahl with the layup up and good from the left side. Nice job by Kirsten Dahl. 31-19, 5 minutes to go here in the fourth period. Schiefelbein to McBride. McBride's going to pick up her dribble. Ball is going to be tipped and it's going to be kept by, she double dribble. Yep, and that will be, double dribble was called on Riley Cagle. So turnover to the Mustangs as they have outscored the Rebels 6-0 here in this fourth period. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Olivia Wolf out at the point, gets it off to Fritzler. Fritzler's pass underneath is going to be tipped away and taken by the Rebels. Trying to force passes that just aren't open. And that is going to be off of the Rebels and out of bounds. Nice job there by Fritzler to force that turnover. So Olivia Wolf in control of the basketball. She brings it up into the front court, hands it off to Montoya. Tipped away momentarily, now into the hands of Christensen. Christensen to Dahl. Dahl out at the point. Then a reach foul is going to be called, and that will be on Gracie Weber. Gracie Weber, that will be her first. 5 team fouls on the Rebels, only 4 so far on the Mustangs, as the Mustangs now will inbounds right baseline of their basket. Olivia Wolf to inbounds. And she looks to Fritzler. Fritzler into the lane, and she's going to be called for the travel. She got out of sorts there and ended up traveling. So the Mustangs with the turnover, leading 31-19. 4 minutes to go here in the contest. Schiefelbein drives it all the way down to the lane. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded on the far side. It's going to be off of the Mustangs, going out of bounds. So the Rebels 2 inbounds, left baseline of their basket. So you do get it in, and that shot is going to be up and no good. That shot up and no good. Rebounded, and a tie-up is going to be called, and that will be possession to the Rebels. So they hold on to the possession, as it will be McBride to inbounds. And she looks to get it in now across court over to Weber. Shot is going to be up and good. And that foul is going to go on Olivia Wolf. So 31-21. And that free throw is off the rim and does go in for Weber. Now a steal by the Rebels, and that shot is going to be up and good by Schiefelbein. So a quick timeout here is going to be taken by the Mustangs with 3:38 to go, as they have cut this lead down to 7, 31-24. So the Rebels trying to make a game of it here. They've scored 5 quick points here to cut into this lead. So we will have a little message here from one of our sponsors. I will do that. Equitable Savings and Loan, mobile banking on the go, makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check it out today. High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. So 3:38 to go here, fourth period, 31-24. The Mustangs led this 9-4 after one. It was 17-10 at half, 25-19 at the end of three. Olivia Wolf with a bucket, as well as Kirsten Dahl and Jenna Fritzler, each with a bucket here in this fourth period. So the Mustangs now to inbounds against a full court press by the Rebels. And she's being told that she can run the baseline since it was after a shot. Get it in to Christensen, back to Dahl. It's going to be taken away by the Rebels. Scheifelbein, it looked like a good block, but it was going to be called a foul on Kirsten Dahl. That will be her third. So to the line will be Scheifelbein. She is 4 of 5 so far tonight from the free throw line. And that free throw is up and good. The Mustangs are going to have to take care of this basketball on the pressure from the Rebels. And that free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Christensen. Yes, the Mustangs do get it up into the front court. Jenda Montoya with the screen. Back to Olivia Wolf out at the top. 3:19 to go here. Jenda Montoya picks up her dribble on the baseline, gives it off to Kirsten Dahl. Dahl underneath. Oh, that was caught by Fritzler. I thought it was going to go out of bounds from this direction, but Mustangs do retain possession. Olivia Wolf up at the top, and I don't know how they did not call that a foul. Olivia Wolf underneath to Fritzler, up, and oh, no good by Fritzler, and that is going to be off of the Rebels and out of bounds. But Fritzler wide open at the basket and goes over the hoop. So Jenda Montoya comes out, Estrada Diaz in, as the Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket. They do, it's going to be tipped off of, they're going to say it's off of the Mustangs. It looked like it was tipped, must have been tipped first by the Rebels and then off of Emma Christensen. 31-25, 6-point lead here for the Lady Mustangs with 2:45 to go here in the contest. Scheifelbein to McBride. McBride's going to drive it all the way down, and yeah, it's going to be taken away. Nice job there by the Mustangs. Tipped out of bounds by Scheifelbein, so the Mustangs will inbounds in front of the Rebels basket. Full court pressure once again. They get it into the hands of Emma Christensen. 31-25, 2.5 to go. Christensen up into the front court to Estrada Diaz. Estrada Diaz almost had it taken away. She gets it back out on the far side now to Wolf. 2:20 to go here. 31-25. Emma Wolf keeps the dribble alive. He gets it off to Christensen. Christensen's going to back it out a little bit. Slow things down a little bit. Scheifelbein with the defense, going to hand it off to Fritzler. Underneath now to Wolf. Nice layup, nice give and go there by the Mustangs. 33-25, back up to an 8-point lead. Nice design play there by the Lady Mustangs. Minute 49, and now a foul is going to be called, and that will be on Olivia Wolf. That will be her second. No need to be fouling here. It just puts them at the free throw line. That will be Gracie Weber to shoot a 1-and-1. 17 fouls on the Lady Mustangs, 5 on the Rebels. Free throw is going to be up and good by Weber. So she will earn a second. 33-26. 7-point lead. Free throw bounces around and goes in. 33-27. Now a timeout. 30-second timeout here will be taken by Starcer, the coach for the Mustangs, as they try to get an inbounds play here and try to keep control of this possession. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. They're not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado. Proud supporter of local sports and academics. So a minute 48 left here, 33-27 Mustangs. And the Mustangs will have possession as they will inbounds when play continues here. The Rebels will put on full court pressure once again. So the Mustangs have to take care of this possession. It will be Kirsten Dahl to inbounds. She waits for the ball and she does get it. Down court is Olivia Wolf, and now a foul is going to be called in the backcourt. And that will be on Riley Cagle. If they could have got it down court, Olivia Wolf was wide open, but could not get it down there. So Kirsten Dahl inbounds in front of the Rebel bench. Do get it in. It's going to be taken away over on the other side, though, and now a foul is going to be called on the Mustangs, and that will be on Estrada Diaz. And that will send Gracie Weber back to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And that free throw is up and good. So 33-28, a 5-point lead here for the Mustangs with a minute 42, and they are not controlling the ball on the inbounds. The shot is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded up and no good once again, going to be taken by Dahl. And now the Mustangs are going to throw it away. 5 turnovers here in this fourth period. And now a 30-second timeout will be called here by the Rebels, as it will be their possession. A minute 33 to go, and they are down by 5. Western Engineering Consultants, engineering and consulting services for all your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs set them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. So the Mustangs not handling the pressure here in this fourth period, as they have thrown the ball away here 3 or 4 times in this fourth period, just under the pressure. So McBride to inbound in front of their own bench as they do get it into Scheifelbein. Scheifelbein with a dribble, and now contact is going to be made. They're going to call a blocking foul, and that will be on Emma Christensen. She better be quieter. They don't want to get a technical here. So Emma Christensen, that will be her 3rd. So that will send Scheifelbein to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 9 team fouls. Scheifelbein with his shot up and good. As the Rebels are hitting their shots, the Mustangs are trying to get off the schneid of the 1-and-8 mark and try to get win number 2. Free throw is off the back of the rim, no good. Can be rebounded by Fritzler. Nice job there by Fritzler. And now a foul. And that will be a 1-and-1 for the Lady Mustangs, and that will be on Riley Cagle. That will be her 5th. She will fouled out. So into the game will be Mettler. So now Olivia Wolf. Now the Mustangs need to hit their free throws. First free throw is up and good. Nice job there by Olivia Wolf. So she will earn a second. Mustangs up 5. Minute 24. Next free throw up and good also. 6 points on the night. Need to start the clock. There we go. And then give us another point. Should be 36. Should be 36-29. Ball is tipped away. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Mustangs. They did not put up that last free throw. Should be 36-29. As the Rebels get the ball in. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Fritzler. Should be 36-29. They didn't put up that last free throw by Olivia Wolf. Mustangs now at a minute in control with Olivia Wolf out front now to Estrada Diaz. Estrada Diaz layup is going to be up and good. Nice job there by Estrada Diaz to drive the lane. Her first bucket of the night. Should be now 38-29. And now a reach foul by Emma Christensen. Don't need to be committing these fouls. With 40.5 seconds. I believe it should be 38. But to the line will be Scheifelbein to shoot. And then she will shoot 2, and that first one is up and good. So 38, should be 38-30. Scheifelbein shoots free throw number 2, up and good. Mustangs get the ball in. Cross court now to Estrada Diaz. A foul is going to be called on Weber. That will be her second. 30 said we're good on it. Maybe they'd already put it up there before he put it in. Okay, we're good. 37-31. So Estrada Diaz will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Free throw is off the rip. Use the backboard. The banks usually aren't open on Saturdays, but it was open this afternoon for Estrada Diaz. Now 38-31. They must have put that point up quickly. So 34.5 seconds. 38-31. And right now, both teams are hitting their free throws to keep it a close contest. This game was 6 points at the end of the third period, 25-19, and it is a 7-point game here by the Mustangs, 38-31, 34.5 seconds. As Estrada Diaz will get to shoot one more. She has 3 points on the night, all coming here in this fourth period. She will go to the line. She gets the ball back from the referee. She bends, she shoots. Up and good. Estrada Diaz, 39-31. Mustangs now with full court pressure. As Scheifelbein gets the ball up into the front court, 30 seconds left. Mustangs with the 8-point lead will come away with the second win of the game, second win of the season, excuse me, as the offensive foul is going to be called on Scheifelbein. That will be her fourth. And you do not shoot on a offensive foul. So the Mustangs get it up into the front court with Fritzler, as the Mustangs now with 16 seconds look to silly foul here by Gracie Weber here. Not going to get an 8-point play from after Estrada Diaz shoots free throws. And she will shoot 2. The Mustangs will get some players in here after this first free throw, and that free throw is up, rims in and out. So into the game will be Brooklyn Cundiff along with Jessica Sanchez, Allison Holdcroft. Jenda Montoya is in also. So free throw number 2 coming up, and that is up and good. So now into the game will be number 23. I'm not sure who 23 is. I do not have her on my list. As the Rebels get the ball in court down 9, they did not start the clock. Start the clock. There we go. Scheifelbein with a 3, and that is air ball and turnover to the Mustangs. 40-31, no use to put on full court pressure. You're down by 9. Now a foul is going to be called on the Rebels, and that will be on Weber. That will be her fourth. with 6 seconds left. And that will send Allison Holdcroft to the line to shoot 2. So she has a chance to get on the board tonight. As the Rebels get their spots in the lane, Holdcroft to shoot 2. She can make it a double-digit lead here, 40-31. First free throw is up and good. Nice looking free throw there by Holdcroft. She gets into the scoring column this afternoon. 41-31, 6 seconds left. Mustangs will come away with win number 2. That free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Holdcroft. Yeah, taken away though by the Rebels, but that shot will be no good. So the Mustangs hold on here as they win it by 10, 41-31. We'll take a break and then be back with the postgame show on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.